This was the scene in the Royal Botanic Garden Edinburgh last year, following a huge storm at the beginning of January. We went back to meet up with David Knott to see what progress has been made in the last 12 months. So David Knott, here we are a year on from the January 2012 storm, and it seems you've had a lot of work to do in the garden.
Yes, we've had a lot of tidying up work, and as you can see behind me, we've started to replant some of the garden areas that we tidied up first. But obviously one of the things that we have, or you will notice, is that you're planting young trees that are under 10 years old, and as you can see with the taller ones behind that survived, you know, there will be a bit of a gap before the small trees reach the height of the smaller ones, so obviously we need to be very patient.
You've actually had some quite good weather this winter, of course, and I believe that the rainfall last year was a good thing for you.
Yes, I think the rainfall last year was a bit of a mixed blessing in that a lot of plants didn't flower, but the young plants that we did plant or were able to plant sort of before the end of March last year have had a good growing season.
And I know that one of the things you were worried about last year was that with all the trees that came down, it was going to create a funnel, and for any other storms that follow through, there's going to be more devastation in the garden. I presume that hasn't happened because we haven't had any big storms since.
Well, even the winds that we have had, which haven't been anywhere near the strength of the gale force, the storm force winds that we had last January 3rd, you know, we are getting damage with every blow, but we expected that, and as you rightly say, that's something that I think the staff here are likely to have to deal with for the foreseeable future. Well, this is a fir from Turkey that was collected as part of a project that we're doing in Turkey in 2006, so that'll give you some idea of the sort of the size and how long it takes to plants to grow to that size. So that's what, almost 7 years old, and it's still less than half a metre tall. So this is our new alpine house that we're building to complement the old alpine house that many of your viewers or listeners will be familiar with. Well, we've designed it so there's as much air movement as possible, so all the glass that you can currently see is all the glass that will be in the building. So you've got glass on the roof, obviously, to protect it from the wet Scottish winters that we get, and then there's a bit of glass at the sides and at the back, but the rest of it is a mesh side, so you will get as much air movement as possible. And on the back wall you can probably see the wall that we've created with a rock that's known as tufa. That's a very soft rock, and what we aim to grow in there are some of the cushion type plants from parts of the world like Iran and Afghanistan, and also some of the other plants that grow in that particular environment, things like Primula Leonii from the Dolomites in Italy. So it's an exciting project for us. We are currently benefiting from the foresight of previous generations, so hopefully we'll leave something in our wake as well.